Thank you, thank you. I'm actually very honored to be the first speaker. So this whole thing started about, I think about 2 months ago. I was having lunch with Inghan, and he asked me a question. He said, you know, you've been in China for so long. We've been here for, my family and I have been here for 40 years. He asked me, you know, if you had some, you know, suggestions, some advice for Singaporeans that are, you know, living here plus wanting to work here. You know, what thoughts would you have? And okay, I think my voice is. So we were talking about this, and I said that, you know, well, I haven't really given it a lot of thought. And I said, I don't know, maybe I could come up with something. Then that was 2 months ago, and then suddenly I'm speaking at this event. So it was thanks to Inghan. So I wanted to talk about a couple of things. I wanted to when I had this idea, I wanted to make sure that it's not lofty advice that doesn't work, and not macro level or, you know, very highbrow advice. But I wanted something that's more practical, that, you know, people can take and, you know, you can apply it to your day-to-day life. So that's what I was thinking. So I thought of a couple of things. One of it was, the first one was moving towards areas of growth. Right? My job is, I run an executive search company. So I work with executives on a daily basis. And one of the things I see is career progression, right? And I see some careers, you know, are really shining, stellar, they fly up really fast. There are some careers that, you know, go to a certain level and they stop. Some don't take off at all, right? And I looked at it, what's common between the people who are successful, and I find that there's one common trait. They always look for the areas of growth, and they naturally move towards those areas of growth. So you may ask, like, what is an area of growth? There are many areas of growth. It could be, for example, it could be country, right? That's why we're all here, right? This is a market growth. China's an exciting market. It's got, you know, many tiers of city, lots of opportunities, right? So that's one area of growth. It could be industries. Certain industries are picking up, right? So, you know, e-commerce is picking up. That's a whole industry. So industries as well, right? And then there could be business model changes as well. For example, if you're in automotive, if you're moving towards, automotive is moving towards you know, self-driving cars and mobility services. That's a whole different industry change. So don't just restrict your growth to, you know, geographic. It could be business model change. It could be industry change. It could be, you know, location. But always have the spirit to move towards. One example, right, that we had was I started my career in a semiconductor company with Intel, and I remember I was a customer engineer working with a company called Compaq. That was my customer, and they had built, you know, the guys that are older, they built a factory in Yishun that had like 20 production lines, and it was like, wow, this is like the factory of the future. But I realized that it was never fully operational. There was always 10 lines that were working and 5 that were like never full capacity. And slowly I discovered that, oh, they wanted me to service this other company called Inventec that was based in Taiwan. They're based in Taiwan, right? And I was thinking like, okay, looks like the business is moving there. And I remember speaking to my country manager at the time, asking him, say, hey, what's the next step for me in my career? And he told me, hey, there's not a lot of headcount in Singapore, but maybe you should speak to the Taiwan country manager. He seems to have a lot of headcount. I don't know what's going on there. So I spoke to the guy, and he said, you want to come up here? There's a lot of opportunity. So I did that. So I moved to Taiwan, right? I moved to Taiwan, and at that time I probably didn't know it yet, but there was this whole momentum for technology to move towards Taiwan. It was called the ODM, right? original design and manufacturing, that whole wave came. So I was lucky, so I rode that wave. I rode that wave for 3 years. And because of that, I was given a chance, I was given a lot of opportunities, so I was promoted. Right? Then I went back to Singapore. And then there was a second momentum, this time because everybody was moving closer to the end user. And I was in a regional job. But they asked me if I wanted to be based in China, because we had this customer called Legend Computer. That was at that time a small computer company, smallish computer company, right? They're never going to be as big as HP or Dell or IBM. But there's this computer company. Do you want to come here and start working with them? So I said yes. Then we moved our whole family up here, right? And we rode the second wave. So I wanted to use that as a personal sort of experience of moving towards areas of growth. Now, you might ask me, how do you identify areas of growth? I thought about that, and there isn't a simple answer, but I can see that. There are macro trends that you can see in the marketplace. But a more practical aspect is within your own company. You can also probably see, there are cool things that are happening, there are hot things that are happening. Can you move to those areas within your own company? And I think that would help you, definitely be more on the leading edge of whatever your industry is doing. Does that make sense? So yes, please.
Asking on behalf of Rachel and the other ones, if let's use to think in your company, you have students, for example, or you?
Similar, right? If you're a student, you're coming out to the work marketplace, what companies are hot, right? What industries are growing, right? So for example, maybe share economy businesses are what's hot. So if you're in Singapore, you go towards Grab, right? Here is Didi, it might be Mobike, it could be Airbnb, whatever, right? There's so many different kinds. That could be the new thing. You know that big data, you know that cloud, you know that analytics. These are popular things, right? That are going on. Mobile payments, all these things are, right? So move towards that direction. If you're an MBA grad or a new grad. Look for areas in this. It might not be the first job you land, but at least have it in your mind that you would be going towards this direction. And when the opportunity presents itself, grab it.
What areas of growth are you very competitive? How do you make sure that?
Good question. Thank you. I didn't set you up to. So constantly improve and upgrade yourself, right? That ties back to point one. If you want to be in the area of growth, then you've got to constantly upgrade and improve your skills, right? So this could be, again, any kind of skills. It could be your soft skills, it could be your functional skills, it could be your knowledge, right? But I think that we need to always constantly absorb new information. I'm sure you read that Warren Buffett spends most of his time reading, right? Because he's absorbing new information all the time, right? And I think that's critical towards our learning process, right? Remember that book? There was a book called Who Moved My Cheese, right? Yeah, I see a lot of knots, right? It was about if you don't do anything about it, your cheese will be moved, and then one day you're the mouse that comes here and says, hey, how come there's nothing left? There's no cheese here. There's no job here, right? So you take the example of Singapore. I guess Singapore in about 2004, manufacturing accounted for 30% of our GDP. 30%, right? That's big, right? So I remember at that time we had big companies like Seagate and all that. There was huge manufacturing, and then around 2014 or so, that number dropped to about 18%. Right? So 33% drop. It never, until today, it's never risen above 20, right? So it's a 33%, it's a 1/3 drop in its contribution to GDP. Imagine you're a manufacturing guy who hasn't moved to higher value services. You'll be trapped, right? You'll be obsolete. So that's very important, right? So I meet a lot of people in my career, and some people have been in companies for a very long time. Senior executives who have been in companies for 20 over years, right? And they've only been in that same company. Sometimes in my heart, I'm wondering if, does this person really have 20 years of experience, or maybe just 10, and then, or maybe just like 1 year of experience repeated 20 times, right? That's really sad, right? That's the case. So constantly be improving yourself. So I guess one of the questions would be like, how do I do that? I feel like one of the best ways is actually on-the-job learning. There was a statistics that show that about 70% of the skills that you learn is from on-the-job training, right? The rest goes to training. So look at for this guy here. But the more important thing is learn from others as well. I think experience can come from surround yourself with smart people. Right? Go towards groups that are successful. So if you're in a company, go towards whichever team in your company that have good successful people and have all the high flyers. And if you're there, you learn a lot from them. And you kind of encourage each other, and there's a whole cyclical effect. So that's very important. So learn from others. Right? I had the privilege of having very good bosses and mentors. And what I did was I mimicked different skills that they had, and I found my own based on my own values. Right? So I steal a bit from this guy. You knock out all their bad habits, and then you take their best habits, and you create your own system. So I think that's critical, and I think that's probably the best way we can. But at the end of the day, have a curious heart, right? Be inquisitive about things. Continue to explore, right? If you're if you're an automotive guy, then think about mobility, right? All the mobility services, you should be thinking about that. If you're an FMCG guy, consumer person, you should be knowing mobile payment. You should be knowing more about data analytics of your customers. You should know all these things because that's the forefront of your industry. Does that make sense? Okay. So that's point number 2. Now, point number 3 is also kind of interesting. What do you think makes us unique as Singaporeans in China? What's a trait that we have or that we're known for?
老实
Huh?
老实
老实还是老实？老实 Diligent. Okay. What else? Bilingual. Okay. Okay. So we have bilingual, we have diligent, we have Singlish. Okay. Okay, we got 4. What else? Okay, among these 4, which one is a competitive advantage? Is Singlish a competitive advantage? Is diligent? You think would other nationalities not be able to do diligent? Sorry, what you said? Bilingual. Bilingual starting to right. So integrity, right? Last one, ethics and integrity. This is very key. I think this is what differentiates us in the marketplace and what we stand for. So yes, you have all other values, but I think this is one that I hope everybody can draw the line and keep that line. China is a land of opportunities. There's going to be in a growth market, in an emerging market, there's going to be a lot of temptations. I personally faced some pretty strange situations. And if you let me indulge, there was an occasion where I did a CEO search for a new internet company, startup in the company. It was invested by a big Chinese conglomerate who had 51% and a lot of investment banks. Right? So I came in through the investment bank side. They knew me, so they introduced me to their chairman. So in the process of that search, I found them a CEO. This was a guy from a well-known internet company. And this CEO, resigned from his job and signed the offer, and he was going to report to work. Now, about a few days before he actually reported to work, he got a call from the Chinese chairman saying, 我不认识你, I don't know you. Why should I give my company to you? Why should I let my company be run by you? Right? So he was shocked. He called me. He says, Mike, what the hell? Right? Don't we have a contract? So I called the investment bankers. They said, okay, don't worry. In the next board meeting, we'll fix that. So in the next board meeting, there was a lot of shouting and all that. But basically, the conglomerate said, I have 51%. All of you add together, it's only 49. Right? I want my son to run this internet company. Okay? So what's next? So settlement, right? So I'm coming in, I'm saying, well, then this guy just quit from his job. We should have compensation for this person. So I suggested 9 months of compensation for him to look for a job. Right? And I thought it was a fair value. They said 1. They said 1 month. And I said, no way in hell, that's ridiculous, right? It's an insult. So one day, they sent this person to negotiate with me. This person came into my office, and I can still remember his face. This person looked like a gangster. I mean, if he wasn't a gangster, he would be wasting his talent. Right? I mean, he wore glasses, but you could see inside the face, he had many years of pain and hardship written on the face. You could see that, right? He was born to be, So he sat across from me, but he wasn't mean with me, right? He basically said, and in my mind I was just churning, how do I resolve this? What do I need to? And I keep reminding him, I said, money can solve this. Right? Then, of course, I added things like, well, why would you want to get into a lawsuit? If you're going to IPO next time, you don't want this kind of dirty news. And I reminded him again, money can solve this. Right? So we went on, and finally, he relented. He said 6 months. Right? So he wanted this problem to go away so that he could go back to his boss and said, it's done. Right? So it was 6 months. So of course, when I left the room, I said, well, let me go convince the other guy not to take legal action and all that. But when I walked out of the room, I called the guy, I said, bro, 6 months, let's take it. We're running, right? But these things happen. Right? I feel like it's important for us, again, to hold the line, right? There will be strange activities that will come your way. Right? And I think that at the end of the day, again, this is what makes us unique. This is our value proposition. And I think that, yes, sometimes we may be taken advantage of. There will be occasions where we're taken advantage of. My response to that is, take the hit. I take the hit and move on. Why? Because these are the people that you don't ever want to do business with anyway. So forget about it. Right? Move on. So just to recap, the three suggestions I have, right? Move towards areas of growth, right? Make sure that you're always in a I still apply that to my business today. When I go out for business development, I look at where the new areas of growth are and apply my greatest attention and energy towards those areas, right? To move towards areas of growth. Constantly upgrade yourself, right? Always learn new skills. Challenge yourself to learn new things. Do not forget that. And then, keep your values. Stand by them. Okay? Thank you very much.